Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clemente. Great to have you back with us for some more exciting hockey here at the Phillips Arena. Atlanta, Georgia's the site. This matchup, the Atlanta Thrashers and the Lightning. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is our site. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clement. We invite you to join us for this hockey match between the Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. Sidney Crosby in his rookie season made it on that all-rookie team, and no surprise there.
Well, he put back-to-back 100-point seasons together his first 2 years in the NHL, the youngest to have 200-point years.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Detroit Red Wings.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clement. Always great to have you on board for our coverage. The Joe Louis Arena in Detroit. Great hockey memories have been made here. This one between the Detroit Red Wings and the New York Rangers. Detroit's goals, if they are successful, are going to come from the points.
Kind of predictable, but it's hard to defend against, especially if they get the puck down low, because that gets everybody to sag back down low. Then the
Ladies and gentlemen, your Boston Bruins.
Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clement for a matchup tonight between the Bruins and the Maple Leafs. One of the questions we deal with these two teams going at one another, is this game ever going to move out of center ice?
Yeah, no kidding. Kind of ping pong between the blue lines. That's what you get when you've got two trapping teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Colorado Avalanche.
Hi again, everybody. Along with Bill Clement, I'm Gary Thorne. We love having you on board to play a little bit of hockey here. You ready to watch some? We are. Pepsi Center in Denver, Colorado. That's our site for this matchup between the Colorado Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers up 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Vancouver Canucks.
Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clement. To the great Northwest we go. British Columbia's the site, Vancouver's the city, and hockey's the game we've got tonight between the Canucks and the Bruins. Bill, in this game, you got to believe the shooters have taken a long time watching replays of these goaltenders.
Well, you know what, Gary, if they did, there's nothing positive to build on, because tonight's the kind of night that a shooter has to take his patience pills before the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Washington Capitals!
Hi again, everybody. Along with Bill Clement, I'm Gary Thorne. Ready for some hockey? Well, here we go. In Washington, D.C., some hockey tonight between the Washington Capitals and the New York Rangers. The Capitals units are taught defense first.
Yes, absolutely. Protect their end. Wait for their opportunities to head the other way on offense.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Calgary Flames!
Hi again, everybody. With Bill Clement, I'm Gary Thorne. Let's do some hockey here in Calgary on the plains of Alberta for this matchup between the Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers. These teams, Bill, have seen one another in practice, really, because they play the same style.
Yeah, they're kind of mirror images of one another. They both like to trap and slow things down.
It is Boston, home of a team whose colors began brown and gold, but long ago shifted to the spoke B in black and gold. It's the Bruins on home ice. Greetings, everyone. On behalf of EA Sports, welcome to The Game. With Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emmerich, and the game tonight is a thriller. It'll be Boston and Montreal. What a rivalry.
Original six matchup, Doc, and say it's one of the best rivalries in all the National Hockey League. I would argue it's one of the greatest rivalries in all of professional sports.
It's the history of these two franchises, Doc. It's all the players that have come before, numerous inductees into the Hockey Hall of Fame. I know when I hear Bruins are playing the Canadiens, I gotta find a way to watch the game.
And now we turn to the last lines of defense, the goalies. Tuukka Rask in goal tonight. He left home at age 16, as so many kids did, to play senior hockey. Was drafted by the Toronto Maple Leafs, but made a name for himself in Boston, winning his first NHL game against Toronto. Carey Price gets the call in goal, still in his 20s, and racking up credentials. Olympic gold, NHL All-Rookie team, winning as goalie in the NHL, and led his team in Hamilton to the American Hockey League Championship. Opening face-off is just seconds away. Bergeron's in an arena festooned with banners for honoring championship teams and championship players. This is Detroit, home of the Red Wings. Good evening, everyone, from Detroit. Along with Eddie Olczyk, I'm Mike Emmerich. And it is Red Wings hockey here in front of thrilled fans from both Southern Michigan and Western Ontario. The fans of the Detroit Red Wings in an atmosphere that's second to none.
Always enjoyed playing here in Detroit against one of the original 6 teams, Doc. And when you look over the years and the history of Detroit Red Wings, you could argue one of the best franchises with some of the greatest players that ever played in the greatest league, that the National Hockey League.
Okay, so let's look at the starting goaltenders for the game. Mrazek's getting the start in net tonight. He looked more than ready in the warm-up, and that might translate to a great night in net for the Red Wings. Yaroslav Halak is his team's mainstay tonight, just like he's been in St. Louis and Washington. In the American Hockey League, he was Hamilton Bulldogs MVP 2 years in a row and an all-rookie selection there. It's a wonderful night for hockey. On the banks of the Mississippi River, this is St. Louis, and only about 10 blocks from the famed Arch and the mighty Mississippi, NHL action and thousands of fans ready to cheer the St. Louis Blues. Hi, everybody. Along with Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emrick, we have a thrilling Western Conference matchup tonight. You look at a map and you realize these teams can be separated by a lot.
Yeah, and mileage, especially teams on the left coast, Doc. But 2 words come to mind when you think about the Western Conference: big and heavy. That's the Western Conference.
Okay, so let's look at the starting goaltenders for the game. Allen's got the start. You know, if they like the goalie and they like playing for you, you stand a good chance to be strong, and that's the hope for the Blues. John Gibson, American-born, Pittsburgh, spent 2 years in the U.S. National Team Development Program before spending 2 seasons with the Kitchener Rangers of the Ontario Hockey League. Great mobility, fills a lot of space at 6'3", 210. Opening face-off is just seconds away. Stastny sent. Hi, everybody. Along with Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emrick, an Eastern Conference matchup tonight. I think the one thing that stands out is all of these teams wind up in the same time zone. Seems like an advantage.
It is an advantage. I think teams use that to their advantage, Doc, especially towards the end of the regular season and in the most important time come playoff hockey.
Let's look at the starting netminders. In goal is Cam Ward. Rookie year in the NHL, he won 14 games in the regular season, 15 in the playoffs, including the last one for the Stanley Cup with Carolina in 2006, and he was playoff MVP. Holtby's the netminder of the evening. He is the type of goalie that sees the puck very well, hoping to see and stop most of the shots he sees tonight and land the W for the Capitals. The teams are ready, and so are we. Greetings, everyone. Along with Eddie Olczyk, Mike Emrick, right before game time here. It's an interesting sport in that sometimes your star players only play a third of the time. Do they ever make a contribution, though?
Well, you need them, Doc, to make those big contributions. Star players are a real important cog to the success of your team, because if you don't have a lot of them, you're not going to have much success.
Crosby's versatility, Doc, is what makes him a special player. Look for him to be front and center throughout this game.
We direct our attention to the nets and the starting goalies. This man's getting the start. He'll be the last line of defense for the home team. Matt Murray, in his first 3 years of pro hockey, he won 5 AHL and NHL honors, plus a pair of Stanley Cups, and all before he turned 24. Two teams chomping at the bit. Let's get going.
Hi, everybody. I'm James Cebulski. He's Ray Ferraro down at ringside. Welcome to Dallas, Texas. The Stars aren't the only franchise that found themselves migrating south, but boy, they've created something here in Dallas.
Yeah, Stanley Cup championship, a really rabid fan base. This is a fantastic hockey area.
Setters glide into position for the opening draw. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Canada's capital. Along with Ray Ferraro, I'm James Cebulski. should be an intriguing one tonight, Razor. It's a little east side versus west side.
And they don't happen very often anymore the way the schedules are, so you get to see players from the other conference. Some of the best players will come in and play, and it becomes like a real extra special event.
And we are about set to drop the puck on this one. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to EA Sports coverage of the Atlantic Division. James and Ray ready to bring you the play-by-play. Opening face-off is set to go. Referee Shilevek is ready to drop the puck. Two teams looking starved for a win, and we are set to go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to New Jersey, and the Devils are ready to burn on the ice tonight. This should be a fun one here in Newark. Both these teams look ready to go, as does the official. Let's bring it on. Both teams look ready to go, and it's time to drop the puck. Oh, this place is already off the hook, and we haven't even dropped the puck here in Smashville. The Predators ready to go. It's about to go down.